What's up guys, SkittleRampage here. So today we're going to be going over the top 10 deluxe anime Funko Pops for 2023. So let's check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday today. So today we're going to be doing another top 10. And this is going to be for anime deluxe pops for last year. Now, usually Funko likes to label deluxe Funko Pops as 6-inch Funko Pops, basically the same category, just another name. However, for today's video, I'm throwing a couple things in there like pop rides, regular 6-inch deluxes, and even Funko covers. However, I will be discluding any 10-inch anime pops. Now, before we get started with our list, we have our question of the day, and that is, what is one of your favorite deluxe Funko Pops for the anime category from last year? If I had to pick a personal favorite, it would probably be the Nezuko from the Demon Slayer line. That was an excellent one. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and kick this off with some honorable mentions. So the 3 honorable mentions I did include Blue Eyes, Toon Dragon, the deluxe from Hot Topic that is also a full glow-in-the-dark. We also had Kisame and Gon Awakened. So you're probably wondering, why wasn't Gon Awakened on the top 10? While this is an excellent pop, I love the attempt at the mold, and I actually do love this pop personally. Unfortunately, it lacks a lot of little minor details to make the pop better than what it is. And as much as I hate to say it because I do love this pop, even the hair could have done better. It needed a little bit more of a flow to it and a little bit more texture and detail to make it look nicer versus the ice cream cone look we got. And as far as Kisame goes, I kind of agree with the majority of people saying that it didn't need to be a 6-inch pop. I understand why they made it one because of Samihara and the weapon and the pose that he's in, but they could have easily scaled this down for sure. They just chose not to. Other than that though, I think Funko really nailed Kisame's look. So jumping into our top 10 list now, at number 10 we do have the Warhammer Titan here. So this one ended up being lower on the list solely because it does have a kind of flat color design there, basically the whole white, and then a lot of the detail is in the eyes and mouth. And Funko even went the extra mile by giving Warhammer the weapon as well as a kneeling action pose, and a glow-in-the-dark feature, though the glow was very unnecessary technically. Now I won't lie, this one kind of battled Kisame for the top 10 spot, but ultimately I gave it to Warhammer. At the number 9 spot, we do have Frankie here. So Frankie was an excellent mold. I do feel it's very underrated as well. And I just thought it had a lot of little details there in his Wano look, and I'm really glad Funko decided to finally make him in that 6-inch form, because the original pop we had was a 4-inch. And as you guys do know, Frankie is a huge character in the Straw Hat crew, so he needs to be a deluxe pop. I also really like that he's in an action pose. He also has his mouth detailed, showing that he's yelling, and overall it just came out very great. Now in the number 8 spot, we do have the pop build-a-scenes for anime last year. So technically the Naruto one isn't completely finished, but we're just going to call it because the last piece is coming within the next month or two. But this does include the My Hero Academia Villains Deluxe Hideout scene and the Hokage rock wall scene. And for My Hero Academia, it genuinely turned out way better than I thought it was going to, because when I originally saw this, I was like, oh, I think it was great because we got another opportunity at a cheaper Dabi. Other than that though, it was kind of like, out of all the scenes in My Hero, definitely an interesting choice. But when I saw the final product, I was like, huh, I was wrong. This actually turned out really great. And I do think we all kind of knew that the Hokage rock wall was going to be unique and really cool as it slowly released, and it turned out fantastic. I would say out of all of them though, Kakashi looks the best. Now I decided to put these lower on the list solely because it's not exactly fair to compare something like this to like a standalone pop like Kaido, for example. Obviously the diorama piece is going to take the win. And if you were to compare Kaido and like Naruto as individuals, obviously Kaido's going to take the win. So I did have to find some way to kind of balance it there. Next, for number 7, we do have the Wanted poster for Gold D. Roger here. And this thing is just sick in itself, honestly. The bounty poster line is fantastic, as you can see a couple up there. Now, funny enough, I actually put Roger and Luffy together in a poll to see who would take it for this spot on the list. And the majority did pick Roger, and I think I know why. Because on Luffy's cover, they still decided to not give him the mouth. I have no idea why. We have plenty of characters in One Piece that do have mouths, like Big Mom or Brook or Doflamingo, Buggy. We also have Eustace Kid. So many characters have mouths in the One Piece line. But the one who's like the most signature known for like laughing and being crazy in the show, does not have it. And I'm going to complain about that until they ultimately decide to give him a mouth one day on the Pops. Either way though, I definitely wanted to put at least one of the covers on this list. At the number 6 spot, and this one might be considered a hot take, Naruto Baryon mode. I know, but hear me out. The unfortunate part about Naruto Baryon's mold is that it's just not as detailed as some of the other Pops on this list. It's just unfortunate because I personally really love the mold, but if you really look at Naruto's character design in Baryon mode, it's very simplistic. There's really not a lot to it. And if you compare it to something like Kaido, for example, Kaido's gonna take the win. He has so much more detail. And that's not a knock at Baryon mode at all. It's a great pop. It has a great glow to it. It's just not as detailed as some of the other ones. At the number 5 spot, we do have Sasuke's Susanoo here. So funny enough, I actually thought this was a 2022 pop because it has 2022 on the bottom, but it didn't release until 2023, so it counts. And when you look at this pop, it's just an insane amount of detail all over. You have the orange-red eyes, the wing detail's phenomenal, the 2 blades in hand. You also have the hands coming off the wings. The mouth and the holes throughout the Susanoo armor is just really great. They did a fantastic job. And I will say, I kind of talked to Bailey about this one in Baryon mode, kind of like battling it out for the number 5 spot. But ultimately, I ended up agreeing and saying that Sasuke just looks better. Taking the number 4 spot in our list is Big Mom with homies here. One of my favorite One Piece pops from last year. Even though I don't love Big Mom, this pop is insane, especially with her homies down there and the base stand. That adds so much detail to the pop. Like, I can show you this one in real time. This pop's insane, guys. I love how this turned out, and a lot of people agree. We are now down to the top 3 guys. At number 3, we do have Kaido here. Kaido beating Big Mom out for the number 3 spot. Kaido was just an insane mold. He turned out so great. They nailed the character down to a T. Also, again, showing you it in real time. Like, I'm going to give you a quick 360 of just why this deserves to be in the top 3. The hair detail is really nice. His coat, he does have his weapon in hand, the scar detail on his chest. It's a crazy pop. Had to be in the top 3. Of course, though, you're probably thinking, what beats that Kaido pop? Well, at the number 2 spot is Nezuko in her webs in the deluxe. That one was also really great. Very unexpected as well. It kind of just dropped one day, and we were just all going nuts for it. It also does have a really great glow feature. And on top of that, she's using her blood demon heart to light the webs on fire, and it just makes for a great little moment taken directly from the anime. Now, taking the number 1 spot of Deluxe Funko Pops for 2023, Trafalgar Law with Polar Tang. Just an amazing One Piece ship they decided to do. Didn't even consider that they could do Law in his Polar Tang when they started making the ships with Luffy, with 1000 Sunny and the Going Merry. And Law's just turned out so excellent. And if you need to see it in real time again, he's just so cool, just chilling there. There's so many little minor details that they captured on this little submarine. And I also really love the base stand as well. They even have a pirate logo on the base stand, and just overall, it's just really great. And I hope to see more One Piece ships this year. Well, guys, those were the top 10 deluxe anime Funko Pops for 2023. Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Did you agree with this list or do you disagree? And what would you change or swap around? Now, I did have a lot of fun making this video today, but this is where we part ways for now. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the wonderful patrons supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.